Some NFL rules make no sense, some ruined legacies, and some were written because one player broke the game. The Tuck rule, Brady's fumble. That wasn't Tom Brady fumbled the ball, but the rulebook said otherwise. Tom Brady's 2001 playoff game versus the Raiders should have ended with a lost fumble. It didn't. With under 2 minutes left, Charles Woodson knocked the ball loose. The Raiders recovered. Game over. But the refs cited the Tuck rule. If a quarterback starts a throwing motion and the ball slips while pulling it back in, it's an incomplete pass. Brady was tucking, not throwing. Patriots kept the ball, forced overtime, and won. That game launched the Patriots dynasty. Fans called it a robbery. Even Brady later admitted it was a fumble. The NFL quietly removed the rule in 2013, after it had already changed history. Calvin Johnson's process of the catch. The birth of confusion. Calvin Johnson caught it, took 2 steps, then lost the game. In 2010, Calvin Johnson made a game-winning catch against the Bears. He rose up, secured it, landed, and celebrated. But the refs ruled it incomplete. Why? Because of the process. The rule said a receiver had to maintain control through the ground, even if he already had 2 feet down, even if he clearly caught it. Johnson let the ball go while getting up. That tiny motion cost the Lions a win. Fans were stunned. Analysts were furious. That moment sparked years of confusion about what a catch really meant. The NFL didn't fix the rule until 2018. Too late. Dez caught it, and the league said he didn't. Dez Bryant made the play of his life. The NFL erased it in seconds. In the 2014 NFC Divisional Playoffs, Dez Bryant leapt over a defender, caught the ball, took steps, and reached for the goal line. The Cowboys thought they had the game-winning play, but the refs overturned it. They claimed Dez didn't complete the process of the catch. Replay showed the ball moved as he hit the ground. It didn't matter that he took multiple steps or made a football move. The call changed the game. Green Bay won. Cowboys fans never forgot. Years later, the NFL admitted Dez caught it, but the damage was done. A rule robbed him of legacy. The immaculate reception. Catch or bounce? Franco Harris scored the most famous touchdown ever, but no one knows if it was legal. In 1972, the Steelers were seconds from losing a playoff game. Terry Bradshaw threw deep. The ball bounced off a defender, or maybe his own receiver. Franco Harris scooped it inches from the turf and ran it in for a touchdown. The crowd exploded. But here's the controversy. At the time, if the ball hit an offensive player first and then another offensive player caught it, it was illegal. Replays were inconclusive. Did it hit Frenchie Fuqua or the defender? Did it hit the ground? No one knows. The refs upheld the play. Pittsburgh won, and a dynasty was born. Holy Roller Rule. Raiders chaos forced a rewrite. The Raiders fumbled on purpose and still won the game. In 1978, the Raiders were down by 6 with seconds left. Ken Stabler was about to be sacked, so he accidentally fumbled the ball forward. 2 teammates batted it even farther downfield. Dave Casper fell on it in the end zone. Touchdown, win, chaos. The Chargers were furious. The NFL realized teams could just fumble forward to score, so they rewrote the rule. In the final 2 minutes, only the player who fumbled can advance the ball. If anyone else touches it, it's dead where it was dropped. The Holy Roller became illegal the next season. One play forced change. Brady's deflated balls. How PSI became national news. Tom Brady's footballs were too soft. The league exploded. In the 2014 AFC Championship, the Patriots crushed the Colts. But after the game, officials found something strange. Brady's footballs were underinflated. NFL rules say balls must be between 12.5 and 13.5 psi. The Patriots were below that. Deflated balls are easier to grip, throw, and catch. The scandal became Deflategate. The NFL launched a massive investigation. Brady was suspended 4 games. The Patriots were fined $1 million and lost draft picks. Some called it overblown. Others said it was blatant cheating. Either way, it forced the NFL to monitor ball pressure constantly. One PSI scandal rewrote game day protocol. The helmet rule, changing how defenders hit forever. The NFL banned defenders from using their helmets. Players were furious. In 2018, the NFL made a major rule change. Players could no longer lower their helmet to initiate contact. It applied to offense and defense. But defenders felt targeted. The league wanted to reduce head injuries and protect players from concussions. But hits that were once legal, form tackles, were now penalties. Games changed. Flags flew constantly. Defensive players called it impossible. Coaches complained it was ruining the sport. But the league didn't budge. Safety came first. The rule still stands. And it forever changed how defenders play, hit, and tackle. One rule blurred the line between violence and protection. Targeting and ejections, NFL borrowing from college one hit. One ejection. The NFL copied college football's toughest rule. The NCAA introduced targeting rules years ago. Hit someone in the head, you're ejected. The NFL followed suit softly. It didn't use the term targeting, but the effect was the same. Launch into a receiver's head, helmet to helmet hit, you're gone. Players argued it was impossible to stop midair. Coaches said defenders had no chance, but the NFL didn't care. The rule was about optics. Clean up the game, prevent lawsuits, show the league cared. Ejections became more common. Big hits got flagged. Fans hated it. Players hated it. But the NFL kept it. Protect the head at all costs. Roughing the passer explosion. Protecting QBs or killing defense. Defenders barely touched quarterbacks and still got penalized. In the 2020s, roughing the passer calls exploded. Touch the QB too high? Flag. Land with full body weight? Flag. Hit him a split second late? Another flag. Defensive players were furious. Coaches were livid. The NFL said it was about safety, but fans saw something else. The league protecting its stars. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Josh Allen. Quarterbacks became untouchable. Some games turned on one call. Clean sacks got erased. Players asked, how do we play defense? The NFL refused to change. Ratings over rage, and roughing the passer became the most controversial flag in modern football. Illegal contact emphasis, 2004. Peyton's revenge rule. Peyton Manning got bullied, so the NFL rewrote the rulebook. In the 2003 AFC Championship, the Patriots' defense manhandled Peyton Manning's receivers. Grabs, shoves, reroutes, refs barely called anything. Colts owner Jim Irsay and GM Bill Polian demanded change. The league listened. In 2004, the NFL ordered refs to strictly enforce illegal contact. Defenders could no longer touch receivers beyond 5 yards. Flags skyrocketed. Passing offenses exploded. Manning threw 49 touchdowns that year. The rule changed how secondaries operated. Cornerbacks lost physicality. Defenses lost leverage. It was the start of the offensive era. One playoff beatdown turned into a league-wide shift. Favor the pass, protect the quarterback, boost the points. Mel Blount. Rule. One cornerback changed NFL coverage. Forever, Mel Blount hit so hard, the NFL banned his style. In the 1970s, Mel Blount dominated wide receivers. At 6'3", 205 pounds, he jammed players off the line, rerouted routes, and ruined passing games. His hits were legal. His coverage was smothering. But the league didn't like what it saw. Low scores, boring games, frustrated offenses. In 1978, they created a rule to stop him. Defensive backs could no longer make contact after 5 yards. The Mel Blount rule was born. Offenses opened up. Passing exploded. And the NFL shifted into a new era. One cornerback was so dominant, the league had to change the rules just to slow him down. The horse collar ban, Roy Williams' signature move outlawed. Roy Williams made tackles look violent, and the NFL banned his move. In the early 2000s, cowboy safety. Roy Williams became known for one thing, the horse collar tackle. He'd grab the back of the jersey or pads and yank ball carriers down. It worked. It also caused injuries, broken legs, sprained knees. In 2004 alone, 3 high-profile players were hurt by horse collar tackles. The league reacted fast. In 2005, they banned it. Grab the inside collar and pull down? That's 15 yards. Roy Williams' signature move was erased overnight. Defensive players had to adjust. One man's technique became a cautionary tale. The rule still stands and bears his name. Low hits on quarterbacks. Brady's knee changed. Policy 1 hit on Brady's knee, and the NFL panicked. In Week 1 of the 2008 season, Chiefs safety Bernard Pollard dove low on Tom Brady. His knee snapped, torn ACL. Season over, the NFL took notice. Their biggest star was gone. So they changed the rule. No more low hits on quarterbacks, especially in the pocket. Defensive players couldn't dive at the knees. Pass rushers had to aim higher or let go. The penalty, 15 yards? It was clear. The league would do whatever it took to protect its quarterbacks. One injury changed how defenders approached sacks. Brady's torn knee rewrote the rulebook on contact below the waist. Helmet to helmet versus shoulder, the unclear line. If your shoulder hits his helmet, it's still a penalty. The NFL bans helmet-to-helmet hits, but here's the problem. What counts? A defender launches, hits the receiver's shoulder, but the helmets touch. Flag. Shoulder to chest? Legal. Shoulder grazes helmet? Illegal. The rule's wording creates chaos. Players move fast. Receivers duck. Defenders can't always control angles, but the NFL expects perfection. Big hits get flagged. Game-changing plays turn into penalties. Fans can't keep up. Neither can defenders. The line between legal and illegal is blurry, and it's always changing. Safety matters. But when even clean hits get punished, defenders don't know how to play. It's chaos in slow motion. Tackling below the waist, the chop rule. Debate. A legal tackle became illegal depending on where it happened. In the trenches, linemen used to chop block, hit low, while a teammate engaged up top. It was brutal. In 2016, the NFL banned most chop blocks. But tackling below the waist? That's still legal, unless you're in certain positions or outside the tackle box. Confused? So are players. What's legal for one player is a flag for another. Running backs can cut. Tight ends can't. On screens, it's a penalty. Inside the line, sometimes fine. The rules are specific, inconsistent, and hard to follow. It's not about safety. It's about location. One wrong angle costs 15 yards, even if the hit's clean. The blindside block ban, killing kick return violence. One brutal block, and the NFL erased it from special teams. Blindside blocks used to be part of the game, especially on punts and kickoffs. A returner cuts upfield, and a teammate levels a defender who never saw it coming. It looked brutal. It was brutal. In 2019, the NFL banned them. If a player blocks by moving back or sideways toward their own end zone, it's a penalty, even if the hit is clean, even if it's textbook football. The rule changed special teams forever. Kick returns got tamer. Violence got dialed down. Fans complained. Coaches adjusted. The NFL didn't care. One hit too many killed one of football's wildest plays. Intentional grounding. Still no one knows what counts. Quarterbacks throw it away, and refs flip a coin. Intentional grounding is one of football's oldest penalties, and still one of the most confusing. If a quarterback throws it without a receiver nearby and isn't outside the pocket, it's a penalty. But what counts as nearby, and how far is outside? Some QBs get away with tossing it into the dirt. Others get flagged for similar throws. The rule tries to balance fairness and safety, but often creates chaos. Fans scream. Coaches beg for explanation, and the call feels random. It's 10 yards and loss of down, or nothing. Same play, different result. Intentional grounding is consistency's worst enemy